Hey, what's up, guys? In our last video, we looked at how to have this comment form save data to the database. Okay, like right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, 5 rows, and if I add a new comment, it will save to DB. This is what we had achieved in our last video. It is getting saved. We used a polymorphic relationship to save these relations. We are not saving it explicitly. We are loading the story based on the story ID which we are getting, and then we are creating a comment to that particular entity. Now what we will need to do is load the comments, create an API which is able to load the list of comments and show them. So let's create one function over here. We will call it index, and let's just say it will take, it's a get or a post. Let's keep it a get. So we'll pass the story ID. Okay, and we will load comments equals comment, where, or we can, let's first load the story equals story with comments first. Let's see what is coming up. I think the relationship will be a better way to get it, where ID is story ID. Okay, so we have the data. We need to return response story 200. I will actually send the comments right now. Let's just send story with the comments. I don't want to unnecessarily pass entire story object. I just need the comments, but let's first see what is happening. We will create a URI, a get URI, story slash comments and ID, story ID. Okay, and this is index. So we should be able to get some data. So let's first try axios.get. Okay, this is not the best way to run a URL on the constructor. We will handle it in a maybe component will mount, but right now first test it. So API slash this. I'll use the backticks to use the templating mechanism. I think that will be better. This, and then this dot state dot story ID. Okay, then response console.log response dot data, and this should load the entire data when the component is being rendered. So let's see. I'll hit refresh, and this is giving us the creator comments. Right now, one thing is, if you look at the design, we need the username in the comments. So what we can do is, in our comment model, I don't need this. I don't need API PHP anymore. Blade we can close. comment add we can close. Okay, so now let's load up comment.php, our model. We need a relationship called user, or let's say creator. Return this has one user class. Okay, and protected $with user. What this will do is load the comments always with the user, because the comments without the user is generally incomplete, right? So okay, it failed for some reason. Let's see, what is it? It says, where is it? Call to undefined relationship user. Hmm. Oh, sorry, I wrote creator and pasted as user. So clear this log out, hit refresh, and wait for the data. It failed again. What is it? Unknown column users dot comment id. Okay, sorry about that. I think belongs to should get the inverse. Yeah, I'm a little confused with these relationships, very frankly speaking. So I use the trial and error method. There's nothing wrong with that, I guess. So we have, we still don't have creator. We creator is null. Okay, that is for all, right? Creator. Oh, it is not getting the creator ID because I need to say that the creator is basically using user ID. Okay, so let's check it once again. I have comments. Comments has creator and it has the username. So we are getting the basic data, and we can say in here we need only the comments. So hit refresh. We are getting an array of 4 comments with the data. So now we can look at our comment group. This is something which we will need to do inside component. Why is suggestions not coming? Will mount. Okay, in that, let's first call this. Okay, and in here, this dot set state. This is comments is going to be response dot data. I can make this blank initially. Okay, and this is done. I'll still get this, and I'm passing the comments. Comments will have the body, so the basic data should load, I think so. Let's see. Oh yes, it does. Beautiful. So this is fine. We need to check whether the order is correct. However, right now our comment JS shows the username hard coded. So let's just look at our React toolbar. It will help us understand what kind of data we are getting. So comment is getting nothing. It's just getting the body. So we'll need to send something else as well. Body, and let's say username. We will put it here. Single. It's not a blade file, so I'm sorry about that. Now I need to pass the username. So comment body. I could have actually passed the entire comment object as well, come to think of it. Why don't we do that? Comment, right? So let's see, comment equals comment, and if I hit refresh, and this will get the entire comment object, so we can play around with it, right? So we don't need the body anymore. ID we will keep in the destructured method. Okay, or rather, why don't we get rid of that as well? We'll say comment.id, that's fine. Okay, so we have the key, we have comment, and once we get into this, now we don't need we need the body. So this props dot comment, right, we'll get the body, and we just need that. No, we will also need the created at. We need to do something about that as well. And then we need the comment has creator, so this dot sorry equals this dot props dot comment dot creator, and we need the name, so I'll put it here and hit save. Come over here, hit refresh, and let's see. So we're getting the user name, um, the comment as well. So let me tell you what we have done again. Initially we were sending the body text, okay, however, so now when we no, I think new comment will also work. New comment test again, hit save, and it is breaking, yes, because we are not adding the comment object, and it is expecting a few things in the comment JS, right? So creator and all are not visible. So what we will do is response.data is something which we will push. This should solve the problem. Let's quickly check, and then I'll explain you the entire details. Okay, one more. No, it says this props comment. What is the response coming as? Response is this. Okay, it doesn't have the user which we are loading. What we can do is again do comment equals. Yeah, this is something which I haven't been able to figure out, that if we are creating some entity, how do we return that with a particular relationship? So we are getting the comment, you see, we are getting user ID, but we are not loading the additional creator relationship, and that's where it is failing. So what we will do is ID is, it's an additional query for sure, but at least it will give me the relationship which I need. Without that, I won't be able to work. So it's one additional query, it does a save, and then it is again loading it. Yeah, that's something I haven't been able to figure out, but it's just one query. So unless and until you are working on a very big scale project, then you need to look for some other way, but otherwise this should work. So one more, I'll empty out the database for now. I need to see now, this will be a page 404. Yeah, because the story is gone. I hope I have some in my seeder. Yes, we have. So this has no comment, so adding a comment, save. Okay, we are still getting this problem. Each child in a list should have a unique key. Okay, so we have some improvement, I would say. No, data, comment controller, comment equals comment. It's imported where with creator and first. So this, I didn't get that, is it because of the typo? Again, check the render method of comment group. That's strange. Inside this, I have render comments. Render comments has this. Okay. Why don't we do one thing? ID and see if that works. Now, no, it is still squawking about. It still says that the creator is undefined, and my response is also empty in here. That's very strange indeed. Story and then comment. Sometimes coding while talking does shift your mind. I think now ideally we will get that comment creator. Yes, so it is going on the top of your list. This will come on top and hit save. Okay, this is fine, and our loading in is inverse, so we will change that thing, order by descending id. um, I think collection, it will work. No, this should work. I need to, okay, can I inside my story go over here and order by descending id? This should work at least, right? Yeah, so we have changed the order inside the relation directly, so the queries will work fine. Yeah, so we have our component ready with the comment, so I'll quickly go over what we have done again, right? So first thing is component will mount. We are making a URL request, and we are passing the story ID. We'll get the response, and we are assigning it to the state. Okay, so our state now has an array of comments. Now we don't need this, so we can get rid of that. Now, initially we had some logic inside render comments, and we simplified it. We said that we are going to map each comment as this component. We will be sending the entire comment object to the component as well, and we changed the ID and keys, those stuff. And now we go into our comment.js. In here we are getting the proper properties from the comment object, so we destructured them. We had a comment object, and inside the comment object we had the creator, so we did all those things. So we have the body here, name here, and then we started rendering it. So yeah, and that's how we are rendering our comments. Now this is the only thing which is hard coded right now. Let's look at something interesting in there. We have comment.php. We will use the accessor property of the model to kind of format a particular field in something that we want. So let's say we have the created at, right? So in the comments created at, we would always like that it should show us in a format which is human difference format. So let's say 1 minute ago, 2 minutes ago, or an hour ago, a day ago. So get created at attribute is going to be a function where we get the created at value. Okay, return dollar value diff um, diff for humans, I think. Diff for humans, and let's see what we get in the object. I think that's how we do. Let me quickly check that. No, it's failing. um, okay, it's not able to parse because it doesn't know it is a timestamp. So we can do carbon parse this and then diff to humans. This should work. Yes, it does. So okay, we have removed the response and that's why we are not able to see anything. Let's just look at that. Or rather, we should be able to get that in React, right? So comment group, 5 comments. Inside this, yes, created at is 6 minutes ago. So this is what we wanted. What we will do now is come into this and created at, which we have already destructured. So now we should see this, right? The latest one on top. So what we did was, as I mentioned, this we haven't saved it. Okay, so we have accessors and mutators. So accessors are basically when the model is returning, the row, it we can play around with the fields of that particular model. So we said that we need to parse it as carbon. So the created time, which is, let's say, this particular string, right? It got passed into a carbon object, and then we ran this function which gives us this difference. So that's how we started getting this entire 7 minutes 9 minutes ago kind of a thing. So yeah, that's about it. In terms of comments, I think that's how we can have the entire React component group which takes care of rendering, rather fetching the comments, rendering them. We have a form which can add it, and whenever we add it, it is immediately visible on this particular area. So that's how we have this entire comment functionality ready. Now there are definitely quite a few things which we need to do on this, including, let's say, whoever are assigned to this ticket will get a notification. So we will look at those aspects of the functionality as well. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like this series, do put your comments and let me know what is your feedback, whether you find these videos useful or not, and that will definitely help me curate more content accordingly. And yeah, do subscribe to my channel.